I was a researcher with a research firm, and I didn't really get much opportunity to work with cultural diversity as such. A lot of the programs that I evaluated or studies we did involve cultural diversity, but really didn't get a chance to focus on the positives of ethnic diversity. And finally I thought, well, you know, maybe if nothing's happening here, maybe I should just go ahead and do it. So I just started the organization. My father was part English, native Creek and Cherokee, and part Scots-Irish. My mother was German and something else I haven't yet figured out, and Jewish. And I've since done DNA tests and a lot of genealogy and learned there's some Pennsylvania Dutch in there. There's probably a Swede back in the history. Actually there's an India from India that showed up. So it's quite a diverse history. I lived here, and I loved it here. I had lived in other cities, by the way. I lived in Chicago for a little bit. I lived in LA for a little bit. I lived in Denver for a little bit. I spent the first 10 years of my life in the Twin Cities in Minnesota. And I have traveled to just really every city that I can think of that's got a population over 150,000. So I really was very familiar with the other cities, but Milwaukee was always my choice city. I would say, especially in the Midwest, where you have such a preponderance of cultural diversity, I think would be very important. I can't imagine, though, a city that wouldn't benefit by an urban. Nothing changes a neighborhood more than building assets, than pointing out the positives in a neighborhood.